Reflecting effectively in terms of critical incidents. We mentioned critical incidents recently. What we need to do as reflective practitioners is be continual in terms of reflection, and we can use tools like professional development journals to do that. And we know that a professional development journal can have a useful structure that can help reflection. However, if we just are telling a story in the classroom, the effectiveness of reflection can be reduced. What many reflective practitioners do is actually just focus on critical incidents that occur in their teaching and only reflect on these in their professional development journal. Critical incidents are those things which happen to us while we're teaching, which stand out for us, which for some reason become very, very important. They can be positive as well as negative. Very often it's easy for us to focus just on the negative, but we must remember that critical incidents can also be very positive incidents for us as teachers. And really, critical incidents can be considered as light bulb moments when the light goes on, a sudden realization that something good has happened or that some problem is occurring. There are some examples. For example, behavior issues in the classroom can suddenly come to the fore. It could be a student who has a particular problem with an activity that you want the whole class to perform. Or it could be something quite positive where a student is performing much better than you expected. Reflecting on critical incidents then is really something which helps the reflection process. It gives a focus for what you're actually reflecting on, rather than just the day-to-day routine. You're picking on particularly important components of your work. And as I've just mentioned, critical incidents can be focused on negative aspects, negative experience, and they can also be focused on positive experiences that we have. And therefore, critical incidents and critical incident analysis is very much something that we can use to affirm what we think we're doing in the classroom, to actually reflect and know that we're doing the right thing. It's a way to sort of congratulate ourselves, as well as a means for giving us some immediate action points, and also looking further beyond what we need to be considering immediately. So, critical incident analysis can be used in a number of different ways. It's not just about producing a narrative, but it's about focusing that narrative on particular aspects of teaching. For example, critical incident analysis could be just one event, one thing that happened while you were in the classroom, while you were teaching. Or it could be reflecting on something which is an ongoing phenomenon that you're experiencing as a teacher. And therefore, we can diagram this process of critical incident analysis within the Professional Development Journal. And what we can see is that there is a critical incident which generates certain artifacts. Artifacts are what we write about in the Professional Development Journal, the what, so what, and now what framework that we use. And the most important thing that over time, that the critical incident leads to some action point. Time here can be short, it can be extended, depending on whether the incident is a one-off or whether the incident is a recurring process that we're experiencing.